This is what now? This is that show that we do when we don't have a midnight screening ready to go. Welcome. I'm your host, Nathan Needs a Username. Lang with me as always. I have Josh K.
I was so tempted to play the John Cena theme tune there, but I won't because I'm nice like that.
Good restraint there, Josh. And Ty Hennessy. Ty Hennessy's here.
I didn't have restraint to play it. Literally, the minute you started introducing us, I pressed the button. I hovered over John Cena. I was like, I'm gonna play it.
I had a conversation with another podcaster recently where he was like, you guys' energy is like really off the wall, but like when we're talking, like you really like Nate and polite. And I'm like, quite genuinely, I think it's put the three of us in the same room and there's your problem. Exhibit A.
It's fine.
I'll stop for at least 5 minutes.
Can I just explain what's happening today?
No.
So yeah, today I figured we should play a little game, guys. You want to play a game?
Is it Trivial Pursuit?
Let's play Trivial Pursuit.
Can we play Monopoly? I love Monopoly.
No, you're not allowed to play Monopoly, and you know why.
You know what? I want
I
to
know
face
why.
you at Monopoly, Josh. I want to face you at Monopoly.
I'm not good at Monopoly. I just like to play it and get really angry.
He's not good at Monopoly. He's just mean when he plays Monopoly.
I'm great
Like
at
a true
Monopoly.
person that's into Monopoly, but like the actual thing, not the board game.
I'm great at playing Monopoly.
No, we're gonna play a fun little quiz. I guess it's not really much of a quiz, is it? It's one question that's gonna take us a long time.
Because it's the same question at least 10 times.
At least.
Yeah.
It could.
I hope
be
only
way
10.
more.
Otherwise, someone can't do math.
Money.
Someone can't do
You
math.
think of Monopoly again?
Yeah.
See what we're gonna do. I have a list in front of me of the 10 highest-grossing film directors of all time internationally, and it's gonna be up to these two to tell me who they are. And I'm gonna give you get a point if the guy you say is on the list.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That was
Visceral.
like that guy
Yeah.
in the Phantom Menace. Remember that guy?
No.
Like the fish guy in the Phantom Menace.
Alright, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How's your
That's
kid?
all it's
Darth
gonna
Maul
be.
didn't sneeze?
You remember Darth Maul sneezed?
For like 10 listeners, that's all they're gonna know me as. The fucking. Even race is
The
he?
fish, the big fat fish man.
Big fish man. He's somehow the king of
No, Naboo.
whatever a Jar Jar
Naboo.
is. Naboo.
Oh, it's no.
Is it Naboo? No, it's the
Oh,
bit
no,
underwater.
Yeah, but on Naboo still.
It's on
Is that King of
Naboo, but is it
Naboo?
a different kingdom? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not like the surface level Naboo, but it's
Yeah. I don't care. It's like it's
Just says
boring.
we
now.
don't
Gungans.
care.
He's the king of the Gungans.
He's
There
the
you
king of
go.
the
Thank you.
Gungans.
He's a Gungan. Because he says
Yeah.
we don't care about the Naboo.
You don't care about the Naboo. And he goes.
I'm just gonna say this now. The guy who directed Phantom Menace is not on the list.
The guy
sure?
who directed Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Shut up.
take a run, a stab at
Shut up, Nathan. Shut up.
Take a guess, Ty. Go
Shut
on.
up.
Come on.
No.
Who directed Phantom Menace?
Ty, if
Take
you
a
can't
guess,
get
Ty.
that one, I'm gonna be a little worried
I
for you
know
for this game.
directors' names, I just don't know everything they've done.
But you have to know who directed the Phantom Menace.
I probably do, yeah.
Who's the Star Wars guy, Ty?
Shut the fuck up.
Here's a hint. He also likes museums.
I do know his name.
And no, it's not Harrison Ford.
You but he likes museum. He lives
He
on,
wrote a
he lives
movie
on a
with
ranch
Harrison.
where everything's
Yes.
named after Star Wars characters.
Mhm.
George
Does
Lucas.
have a ranch.
George Lucas.
That's it.
There you go.
Fuck, he directed
Um,
all the Star Wars, didn't he? Apart from the new ones.
Well, the first 6.
He might be there.
He directed 4. He directed 4 of them.
Only 4
Oh,
of them.
wait.
What
Yeah,
was?
he directed episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not in that order, but
Obviously not.
I don't know how to say
How
it.
can you direct
Um,
4 and not come back for 5 and 6?
He wrote 5 and 6, and but I don't know. I don't know the
So I'm taking
story.
a stab.
Someone will.
I'm taking a stab. He's not on the list. He's maybe like
Uh,
15th. He's not top 10.
I'm not gonna say anything yet because he's not officially started the game.
Yeah, I blanked on.
Oh, he's for sure not on the list though.
For sure.
Right. What we're gonna do to decide turn order is we're gonna flip a coin. I have it in front of me now. Who wants to call it?
I'll go heads. Damn it.
Ooh, Josh got there first. It was heads. Josh is going first.
Fuck off. Rigged.
Did I just take the easy one and say, wait, have you explained what the game is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or did we all get distracted?
No,
we did get distracted, but we explained the game and then we did the Star Wars thing.
Okay, I was just distracted. Cool. I'm gonna just take the low hanging fruit of the day and just say Steven Spielberg.
There it is, you scumbag.
You've nailed it. Yeah, he's on the list. Any guesses to where?
Is it number one?
He's number one. Yes, of course he is.
Fucking hell.
Point to Josh.
That's a point to Josh.
That's annoying.
I just realized I haven't opened the thing to write that down yet.
Mm.
Yeah, so Josh should point. So, to the floor conversation here. Any guess as to what Spielberg's highest grossing film is?
E.T.?
Do we
That
get
is a
points
tough
for
one.
it as well?
Joe, I'll give you a point if you can get it.
Well,
But
I
you
don't
get
think
one
it's
guess
E.T.
each.
Ty. I don't agree with Ty.
What was your guess, Ty? Sorry.
E.T.
E.T. It's not E.T.
Damn it.
Oh, it's on
That's
me.
a great guess, though. That is.
Spielberg.
It's all
Can we pull
on
up a
me.
page of the directors to look at like their films?
Oh, maybe yeah. Maybe I should have read out the film names first, and then we do that question.
I was going to say like because
Does that make more? Does that work better?
You're gonna list off Spielberg's entire filmography?
So
I
Spielberg.
was going to say that'd be impressive.
Spielberg has directed 34 features.
Oh god. That's what should we just
Those being Rapid Fire, Duel, The Sugarland Express, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1941, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, The Color Purple, Empire of the Sun, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Always, Hook, Jurassic Park, Singer's List, The Lost World, Jurassic
Whose
Park,
list?
Amistad, Saving Private Ryan, AI, Artificial Intelligence, Minority Report, Catch Who You Can, The Terminal, War of the Worlds, Munich, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, The Adventures of Tintin, War Horse, Lincoln, Bridge of Spies, The BFG, The Post, Ready Player One, West Side Story, and The Fableman. And Breathe.
like E.T. has to be his like
Yeah, me too.
second highest grossing movie then.
E.T. is very high up there. E.T. is the 100th highest grossing film of all time.
Is it Jurassic Park?
It's Jurassic Park. Oh, Josh Stormy Head, 2 for 2 so far.
I'm that good.
You have googled that
It is
shit.
Jurassic Park.
There's no way you've googled
I'm gonna-
that shit.
Not recently. I just know that Spielberg's highest grossing film is Jurassic Park. I just knew that.
How do you know that?
I'll let you guess first. In fairness.
That's true. I could have took yeah. Okay.
So I guess the way to take discussion from here is, we should discuss, does this make sense? Should this person be as successful as they are? But I feel like, the answer is yes, right? It's Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
like-
directed a few less Indiana Jones movies, but sure.
One less, to be specific.
Kingdom of the
Bad
Crystal Skull.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Going through that list, there's like a handful of like duds in there, but there are way more films in here I love than like
Yeah.
thought of when I first wrote Spielberg down on here. Like there's so many great films here I just forgot.
I forgot he did Jaws.
Jaws.
Of course, Jaws is great, and he only did the first one, which is why he can stay.
Yes. Do we have a favorite Spielberg movie?
Oh. Oh crap.
I mean, I feel like I'm a very traditionalist. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's a good answer, though. Yeah, that's. I might agree with you, but I do love Jaws.
Jaws is great.
Jaws is great.
I would take
So is
Jurassic
E.T..
Park.
It's always Jurassic Park.
It's always Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is so good.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like E.T.'s good. Like Jaws is great, but I prefer Jurassic Park to Jaws.
That's a fair. Yeah, I don't think there's like a wrong. Well, there is a wrong answer, but like
Yeah,
there
Kingdom
are
of the Crystal Skull.
there are a lot of right answers. Is what I was trying to say.
yeah.
It would be weird if you were like, yeah, Ready Player One. That's
Do you know what?
what we all
Right,
think, right?
I liked it. I did like Ready Player One. It wasn't like
Oh, it was a fun film,
favourite
but if
movie.
you think it's the
Fine.
best of Steven Spielberg's work, then it's a
Yeah.
problem.
no. I don't think I could actually really give my opinion on movies ever again if I thought that was my favourite Spielberg movie.
This might be a more fun question for Spielberg. We won't do this for everyone because
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you now. This is the most amount of films anyone has on this list. Does anyone have a least favorite Spielberg movie?
Yes.
Kingdom of the
Crystal
Crystal
Skull.
Skull. See, that was
I'm
easy.
reading the list. That's probably that's probably my answer as well.
Yeah. That's what made me lose faith in Indiana Jones films. That's why I'm not looking forward to the next one.
That's right. There isn't anything as bad as that in here. Actually,
No. Dude,
which to be fair, that film's not like the worst thing ever.
no.
We're gonna come across some much worse films on this list, boys.
Do
I
still
mean,
need
Jurassic Park 2, Lost World wasn't great.
Lost World's not great. It's okay.
it's better than Kingdom.
Yeah, not by a huge margin, though. I'll be honest.
No.
So Josh, steam ahead with 2 points. Congratulations.
Thank you,
Well,
thank you,
well,
thank you.
I'm just gonna score all of this out. But there are so many Steven Spielberg films that he took up a page of my notes.
Wow.
I have 3 pages of notes.
It's a lot.
And a third of that's just Spielberg.
A third of that is Spielberg. It's just the
Oh,
names
you're
of
welcome to
Spielberg
get that out of
movies.
the way nice and quickly.
Yeah, good job. Right, Ty.
Okay.
You're a little on the back foot, I'll be honest, because Josh
Happens.
stole the easy answer.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
what are we going for?
I'm going for James Cameron.
The other easy choice.
Yeah, Kurt. Yeah.
Hanging
I
fruit.
was gonna add some suspense there, but of course he's in there. Where do we think he's at?
Top 5?
Yeah, he's number 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
take
go.
I mean, he made the 2 avatars, so
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, first director to have 3 films gross over $1 billion. So
and be loaded.
Now what's the highest grossing?
he's directed 9 films.
That's not that much.
So I'll talk a little slower last time. He's directed Piranha 2, The Spawning. Woo! The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, True Lies, Titanic, Avatar, and Avatar: The Way of Water.
Right.
Okay, so I think it's only fair I get first guesses to film this
Absolutely.
time.
Yep. What are we going for, Josh?
I'm now having to debate between the 2 avatars.
So am I. That's where I'm sitting.
If I get it wrong,
This is
One of you will
guess-
pick one of them, the other gets the other one. That's what happens
Pretty
here.
much, yeah.
I didn't pay attention. When Way of Water came out, I didn't pay attention to its grossing because I was just like, I don't care anymore.
I have a reason to my pick if Josh doesn't pick it. Still a little bit of echo, by the way.
Avatar 1.
You bastard, Josh!
Because they re-released it like 6
Yes,
times.
that's exactly why. We released it in fucking China. Oh, there's an echo.
Yeah, Josh, it's Avatar.
Love this game.
Oh,
Josh taking an early lead. Or continuing an early lead, yes. Here we go. Yeah, we've just super obvious choice. Right? Of course, James Cameron's on this list because James Cameron's made 3 films that gross over $1 billion. But does he deserve that? What do we think? What do we think of James Cameron?
I fucking hate him right now.
I think he's not as good as people give him credit for, but he's good. He's good.
It is another one. Looking at that's 9 films, and I think I just read out 8 films I think are very good, and Piranha too.
Yeah.
So
That was my favorite one.
It's not mine.
I mean, I love Piranha too, but not, different reasons.
I think with James Cameron, it's like he's great at creating like concepts, but they kind of just don't always follow through.
I think the thing with James Cameron that makes it super like it makes me happy that he's as successful as he is that he makes films that you want to see like in IMAX surround sound. Like he makes experiences,
Yeah.
It's a good time in the cinema when James Cameron releases a new film.
No, I'd agree with that, and I think that's part of like the problem with him. It's like watching Avatar is nowhere near as good in your living room as it is in the cinema.
No. People got like depressed coming out of Avatar. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That movie is so like visually appealing that people walked out of the cinema and got depressed because the real world doesn't look as good as Avatar. That's
But like but then it's also the problem of like before watching Avatar 2, I had to rewatch the first one to remember what actually happened in Avatar.
yeah, I didn't. I just I just
Remembered.
winged it. I was like,
Just
he's
went in
called
blind.
Jake and everyone's blue. That's enough. I remember.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver's in it.
Michelle Rodriguez might be in
Yeah.
it.
She's in the first.
Nope.
Yeah, she's in the first one.
No more.
No more. No.
She's not in the second
I
one.
can't remember if she died
No.
or no.
No.
Absolutely amazing,
No.
considering how many characters Michelle Rodriguez has played that have been like brought back from the dead or cloned or whatever. The fact that she's like the only person in Avatar that wasn't like brought back from the dead.
Wait, did she die in the first one? See, I've already forgotten.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know if that
Yeah.
joke works.
I'm good. There's some good.
But do we have a favorite?
Terminator 2.
In fact, I'm gonna place a bet. I was gonna say I'm placing a bet right now. We all have the same favorite James Cameron movie, right?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
No.
Whoa, what's yours, Josh? What are you going for?
I really love Piranha.
Knowing the fact you love Zombievers, I'm inclined to believe you.
To be fair,
I don't doubt for a second Josh doesn't like the Piranha movies. Like
no, yeah, we probably do. To be fair,
Terminator 2.
I know. No, Titanic, Nathan. No, yeah, Terminator 2.
I mean, I think that I can't tell if you're joking there because I mean Titanic's great.
No, bit of controversy here. I have never seen Titanic.
Wow.
That you're literally the only person on the planet.
Literally, yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
It's good. You'd like it. The guy
I
hits
know
the
what it's
propeller.
about.
The guy hits the. The guy
I've seen
hits
the bits
fan.
I'd want to see. I have seen the death scenes, and I have seen another scene.
Have you seen the scene where
yeah.
the guy smashes his face?
Not the scene you're thinking of. Not the scene you're thinking of. The one in the front of the boat, thanks. Not that one.
No. Mm-hmm.
Did you see the bit where the guy smashes his face off a chimney?
I think I have seen that bit.
It's hilarious. It's the best bit of the movie.
Great film.
Apart from that, I just know what it's about, and I've seen the good bits, and I don't want to watch that long of a film to know that the Titanic sinks, because I kind of known that for quite a while.
It's about the love story and the necklace or whatever.
Yep, heart of the ocean, yeah.
Yeah. You get it. It's all a metaphor for love and the class war. And
yeah,
being Irish. DiCaprio's Irish in that. That's weird.
No, he's not.
Is he? Yeah, no, there you go.
He's
not like at all.
Oh,
everyone else is
nowhere near Irish.
He's because he's hanging out with. I don't remember the plot's Titanic. I'll be honest.
He's hanging out with Billy Zane. Leave him alone.
Yeah, Billy Zane, and he sucks, and he dresses as a woman trying to get on a boat.
What?
Huh.
Oh yeah.
what's his name's in the guy from Twister's in it?
The guy from Twister.
What's his name? Someone help me.
Fucking
Hey, you have no clue who you're on about.
wait.
The guy that's not Bill Pullman.
I was thinking Bill Pullman.
The other one.
I still don't know.
He was in Twister and his name's Bill. Help
You're not
me.
really helping me help you here.
Just realised I'm sitting in front of a computer while I'm not just Googling this. Bill Paxton.
Is he in the Titanic?
Yeah, he's in the research team that's like interviewing
Oh
the old
shit, yes,
lady.
so he is. He's also in That Thing You Do.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's in Aliens as
Oh,
well,
actually-
speaking of James Cameron. So, update on the score. Ty, you have 1 point.
Uh-huh.
Josh is in the lead with 3. And it's
Don't you
Josh's
fucking rub it in,
turn.
asshole.
I'm just updating.
Well, I mean, there's still, like, in my mind, I've still got 3 obvious options that I can go for. So I'm just kind of like
Interesting.
debating which. Actually, for 5 obvious options I can still go for.
I have a question about who I want to say. I'll get to that.
I'm just going to go through the ones that I don't think Ty will guess, though, so I get those points.
Wonderful.
The Russo brothers.
Ouch.
Yep, that's a
That was
point,
my
Josh.
question.
And are they... If I'm just thinking this through in the sense of how they've always been, are they just number 3?
Yeah.
You see, that was actually my question.
They're
Did
number
I say
3.
the Russo brothers, or did I have to go Anthony and then Joe? Are they just down as the Russo
Yeah,
brothers?
so I put a lot of thought into this. Different lists have them listed separately, some have them listed together. They've never directed a film
right,
separately.
so they are the
so
Russo brothers.
It's the same number, so I put them
Okay.
together at 3, yeah.
And they always credit themselves as the Russo brothers. You know, they never
Yeah.
credit themselves individually unless it's for a cameo.
That's
or
true.
So
That's it, yeah. They have yet to split apart. They're not like the Coens, where some of them are just one of them or something like that. Or the Wachowskis. So yeah, number 3 is the Russo brothers. Congratulations, Josh. Which means it's Ty's turn to go first.
Highest
Yes,
grossing.
I'm guessing the highest grossing film.
Oh, I wonder.
you got this.
Watch me actually get it fucking
Ty,
wrong.
if you
Watch me
fumble
actually
this.
get it wrong.
Oh no,
Wait, no,
Ty,
no, no,
don't do that.
Give me
Come
a
on, Ty.
second.
Don't get in your head here.
I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah.
98. I'll go 98 because I like even numbers. 98% sure it's Endgame. I don't think anything's overtook it.
Yes, it's
Right.
Avengers.
I didn't think anything else had took over. Endgame.
It's actually a Netflix film, The Grey
I'll
Man.
fucking kill you.
Oh, I forgot to list their films.
Don't you dare
because it
go
was
through the Russo brothers movies. There's like
Silver
4,000.
Platter.
There's not that many.
They've directed.
Oh, the director. Oh, thank God. They produced the others.
They did 9 films.
Produced the others.
Their first was a film called Pieces that I had never heard of
Nope.
before now.
Never heard of it.
Good for them. They also directed Welcome to Collinwood, You, Me and Dupree, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Cherry, and The Grey Man.
You need Dupree.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I get how these guys are so successful because
It's like 4
mean,
films.
that string of 4 movies in a row. But like, what? I don't.
Okay.
Is there anything to talk about here? You know what I mean?
You're gonna have to because that's my
How did they go from You, Me, and Dupree to
it's
Winter
the chicken,
Soldier?
by the way.
I genuinely don't know.
I'll mute myself.
Oh, you gotta go do your
I'll be
chicken
back
thing.
soon.
Okay. I'll be back, like in Terminator, James Cameron.
Yes, Nathan, well done. Just for a quick update, Michelle Rodriguez's character did in fact die in the first film.
Hey, I was right. I don't remember what her character was at all. I just remember she was in it.
She was the pilot.
Was a pilot in that movie?
Yeah, she was like the main pilot, and then like
Oh yeah, I googled
Yeah.
the picture. I remember this.
She's like a sympathizer, and she paints herself blue in like the last fight to be like, "I'm one of you," and she paints the helicopter thing blue to be like, "I'm one of you."
Yes.
It's a dumb film.
I googled Michelle Rodriguez, and you know how Google just comes up with like your most popular films?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know what it takes till film 6 on that list until it's not a Fast and Furious film?
No, that makes sense though.
And then the 7th one is another Fast and Furious film.
And then so's the 8th.
Yep. And then it's Avatar.
Yeah, that checks out. And then Resident Evil.
Our favorite film, Josh. Our joint favorite film that we both love.
I mean,
That film that we both agree is a great movie.
yes. I feel like I'm meant to just say yes and agree here, so I'm just going to do that.
Is this your new tactic to you're just gonna start agreeing with me about Resident Evil, so then I stop reviewing it?
Hopefully. The fact you reviewed it twice on podcasts already is ridiculous.
I think I broke a record doing that.
Once is more than enough, in my opinion. But you were like this, do too. As if you don't hate your life enough already. That's.
It's like that movie a lot. It's a fun movie.
Sure it is, but sure.
Mila Jovovich kicks a zombie dog in the face. What more do you want? That's cinema.
What more do I want? Do you want me to answer that question honestly, or?
That every film should have someone around who's kicking a zombie dog in the face.
I knew Citizen Kane was missing something.
Imagine, right? The newspaper isn't they're not selling anymore, right? And then Charles Foster Kane, he's sitting there, smoking his pipe. He's got his brandy in hand, looking at the fire, and he's like, "Why is no one buying my newspapers anymore?" And he looks out the window, and it turns out it's because zombie dogs have taken over New York City. So he has to kick them all in the face.
I think I can make that even better.
Oh
Instead
yeah.
of zombie dogs, how about, and hear me out here, zombie beavers. Yes, thank you.
You would have put the Zombievers into like classic films.
Into every film.
Here's looking at you, Beaver. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. It was right there.
I couldn't find Andy Dufresne after that. Turns out he'd been my beavers.
No, but I think Andy Dufresne would have gotten that hole dug a lot quicker if he had a little beaver, mate.
Well, I think the problem is he wouldn't have a beaver made. He'd have a beaver eating him.
It's a zombie beaver. Sorry, a zombiever.
Or Nathan. Yeah, right. It's not that difficult.
I am back.
Hey.
Very quiet. Like, have they left?
You probably came in at one point we started being quiet, to be fair.
Yeah.
It is.
Where were we? Do you guys remember? Were we still talking about
The Russo brothers, yeah.
Russo brothers.
So yeah, do we have a favorite Russo brothers movie?
Me and Dupree. Yeah, I had to. I watched that film and I was like, I think when it first came out, I watched that. God, that movie's awful. Anywho.
I'm so confused how they went from You, Me, and Dupree to their next directorial thing being Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
That's the thing. There's nothing that like sets up the Russo brothers to sort of where they are now. Because at the same time they were doing like You, Me, and Dupree, they were working on what Arrested Development and Community.
Yeah.
And yeah, just Avengers movies for years, and then boring straight to streaming action films.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is why we don't tend to talk about films people actually have seen before, because
It's boring.
boring. We're gonna annoy so many film bros with being like, do you know who's
The
boring?
Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers.
I mean, I think most people would agree they kind of are. I
They
mean,
are.
they
Even their
directed
good
some of the-
films are.
Yeah, it's like they directed, sure, the best MCU film, but like we're going to deep dive into Civil War, not Civil Winter Soldier right now. Sorry, my bad.
Wow. If it was Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd have slightly more to say. Not a
Well,
lot.
Yeah,
Something.
and unfortunately, I don't think James Gunn is going to be on the list.
Well, you'd have to guess it to find
I
out.
mean,
Whose turn?
Ty,
It's your
I
turn.
definitely
There's no
think
chance.
James Gunn.
There's no
It's Ty's
chance.
turn. It's
There's
Ty's
no
Ty's
chance
turn, sorry.
James Gunn is on this list. No chance.
Slither. Come on.
Yes. One of the
Okay,
highest
dude.
grossing ever movies. Slither. Oh, what about his follow-up sequel?
That's it.
Super.
That's it.
Shut up, Nathan.
Super made so much money.
Exactly.
No. No, it
Exactly.
did not. Super made
Should
no
we chat
money.
up?
No one saw that
Except
film.
us. It was pretty good.
Right. Except
Pretty
us,
good.
that one time. Right. That is a good film. Ty, who are we thinking? Who else is on this list?
I feel like it's a genius answer, but I could be just off the mark. I'm going to go Peter Jackson.
Oh my god.
I get.
Wait, is that number 4?
Yes.
That's number
Let's
4.
go.
How are you doing this?
I don't know.
That would have been my next
But
guess.
Josh, you're going to be
This
one that
is
breaks it. You're going to
actually
be one that breaks the
incredible.
streak. You're not going to get number 5 right. I'm kidding.
Oh, the pressure.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm Peter Jackson's top grossing film. Just gonna take this wild guess here. Mortal Engines. No, that was a joke. Doesn't count as a guess. It was Return of the King.
yeah, it's Return of the King.
No.
I almost want to take the point off though, Josh, for the fact that Peter Jackson didn't direct Mortal Engines.
Oh, he just created it.
I think you should take the point off.
What was his
He
part?
was busy
Take
with
the
The
point off.
Hobbit.
What did he do for Mortal Engines?
He produced Mortal Engines. He was supposed to direct
Is it
it,
just
but
producer?
then the Hobbit thing made him want to
Hobbit thing.
quit making movies. Remember that?
Yeah, the Hobbit
So yeah,
thing.
14 or 15. I'm not sure how they're counting it.
Okay. No,
for
6
Peter
right?
Jackson. He directed Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, Brain Dead, Heavenly Creatures, Forgotten Silver, The Frighteneers, Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, Return of the King, King Kong, The Lovely Bones, The Hobbit, Unexpected Journey, Desolation of Smoke, Battle of the Five Armies. Also, the They Shall Not Grow Old, the documentary.
Okay. Ask a question.
I don't know if
Did I literally
Yes.
never hear of any
Yeah.
of those movies until Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring? Then I knew every single one.
what the 6 I
Uh,
said. The 6 before that,
I've
those are
never heard of
fantastic
them. I
midnight
have
screening
never
episodes. Let's
heard
be
of them.
honest. Oh, you would love some of those movies.
Probably.
Yeah, I've heard some of them. Heavenly Creatures, I know.
That's really the
Uh,
biggest one out of those. Yeah. You guys ever seen Bad
No.
Taste?
I've not. I think I've seen Brain Dead.
Brain Dead's great as well. These are very Andrew movies.
Makes sense.
Right.
Our friend Andrew. I can imagine him having watched and enjoyed. Some
I
of
imagine
those
him
films.
watching all 6 that I've never seen and never watching Lord of the Rings. He's probably watching Lord of the Rings
We know
at
he-
Cluster right at a conference right now.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen Lord of the Rings with Andrew.
That's fine.
Have you?
I sat beside him. Yeah. Josh, you were also
went
there.
very high pitched when you said beside him. I sat beside him.
I sat beside him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we went to see the Two Towers like a year
Were you-
ago.
Were you there?
Yes, I was there.
Huh.
Mean.
I,
Gosh, what a great best friend you are.
No, see, because I've got a memory of going to the cinema to see it, but I thought it was with the Nicholas fams.
Yes, it was. But me, Jack, and Andrew tagged along as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll be honest, I forgot about you three. That's
We sat like right in the
I mean,
middle.
you
It
hear
was
people
weird.
going to see Lord of the Rings in the cinema. You expect Nicholas people.
That was kind of it. Like you guys were just kind of going, and then we were like, "I want to see Lord of the Rings."
Oh no, I do remember that. Yes, no,
Yeah.
because Andrew was invited first before anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never remember it. Sorry. Anyway, moving on.
So yeah, do we have a favorite Peter Jackson movie? I think I know roughly what your guys' favorites will be.
The Two
Absolutely.
Towers.
Are you both Two Towers guys?
Oh, Helm's Deep,
Hey.
man.
It is
It's so-
the best.
I love the Two Towers. You don't have to convince me on the Two Towers, but I prefer Fellowship. That's my personal favorite.
Fellowship is gorgeous, and it's such a
Mhm.
great setup film, and like it is like all three of them are beautiful films. Let's just get
There's
that
not a
very
wrong
clear.
answer there. Like,
Exactly. As long as your favorite Peter Jackson film is one of the three Lord of the Rings films, you're correct.
I feel like your favorite Peter Jackson film, if you're someone that listens to our regular show, could be one of those first six and be the
Yeah.
correct answer.
King Kong from 2005.
King Kong's pretty
All
good.
right. Didn't like the giant
Um,
bombs bit, but yeah, it's all right.
I like King Kong. Yeah. There's not a lot to talk about here because 6 of these films are
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Jackson is a bit of an enigma in that sense, though, right? Like, he created
Yeah.
the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films. Like, you know, Lord of the Rings cinematic masterpieces talked about by everyone all the time. Plus, he's got the other weird things.
Yeah. Yeah, his position on here is based on
Yeah.
those 6 films.
Yeah.
Everything else he does for fun and good. I'm glad he can like make a 24-hour long Beatles documentary because he
Is that
feels like it.
24 hours long?
It's not quite. It's
Oh,
not.
thank
It's
God.
not that long.
That sounds
I will
horrible.
almost get back. Yeah, it is long though. I remember that. It's
That's-
8 hours.
No.
Right.
That was
that
my guess.
Ty's
Yeah, it's
guess?
Josh's now.
That was Taz.
So Josh, what's number 5?
It's a Josh.
Right.
Josh, who are we going for?
I think I know some of the ones that are definitely still on the list. I'm just trying to think what would be next. I've got 3 names in my mind.
Okay.
One of which
okay.
is definitely not number 5, but it's definitely on the list. I think. See, I feel like we've gone like 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are like they're good films and everything like that. Number 5 must just be the money grabber, right? Not necessarily a good filmmaker. Am I close, Nathan?
I'm not gonna give you like clues. I like your logic though. I see where you're like coming from. I see where your thinking's at.
At a certain point, it needs to stop being someone that makes good films and someone that just makes films for money. Someone that really likes. See, it got more difficult after the first 3.
I got number 4. That was pretty easy.
Is it Michael Bay?
No!
Oh my god!
No!
I cannot
No,
believe
no.
you guys would do this.
It's
Number 5
no.
is Michael Bay.
Oh no! No!
Yes.
My next guess is definitely not number 6.
Michael Bay,
For
the
money grabber.
definition.
That's incredible.
Michael Bay's the definition.
When you were saying
of
like, is
crap
it
for
someone that
money.
makes? Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try not to give it away from here.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, Michael Bay at number 5 with 15 films under his belt.
15.
Yes.
Okay.
Should I read them out and then let you guys
Please.
make your guesses? Those films are Bad Boys, The Rock, Armageddon, Pearl Harbor, Bad Boys 2, The Island, Transformers, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Pain and Gain, Transformers Age of Extinction, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, Transformers The Last Night, Six Underground, and
Okay.
Ambulance.
I'm going first for highest grossing
Okay,
movie, right?
you're-
Right.
You are, yes.
yeah.
Oh no. Okay. I have a feeling. I'm going to just talk out loud. I'm not actually guessing. I have a feeling Transformers 1 and 2 are up there. I think 3's up there. After 3, viewership started to drop off, I believe. Okay. 6 Underground had some bloody good cast, but then again, I believe it was straight to Netflix, wasn't it? So that viewership isn't going to be great. Okay. Next. What was the third Transformers movie called again?
Did your guess just Transformers 3?
Fuck, no. I think
That one is
right.
Dark of the Moon, by the way.
I have a feeling it's between 2 and 3. Did it drop off enough when Megan Fox wasn't.
I was going to say Megan Fox in Return and 2 was crap enough that did
That's
number 3
true,
make
and I
a
don't think it
comeback.
did. 3 was worse than 2.
Never
You know
even saw
what?
3
You know
because
what?
2
I'm
was that
gonna go
bad.
safe. You know what? I'm gonna go Transformers 1.
That is
Fuck!
incorrect, unfortunately.
Right.
Josh,
I'm so glad you did that
your
because
chance to steal.
I was trying my best to hoodwink Ty because I definitely think it's number 3. I was trying for Ty not to guess number 3 and he guessed number 1. So is it Transformers 3?
Oh, you
Yeah,
fucking...
it's Transformers 3.
Is it really?
Yes,
Oh,
Transformers
is
Dark
it?
of the Moon is, for whatever reason, the highest grossing of those films. I don't know.
I'm
I
pretty
don't-
convinced it's because everyone was like, no way the third one can be as bad as the second one when Shia LaBeouf made out with a robot lady.
I mean, you don't get much worse than Transformers 2. Maybe Transformers 4.
I've not actually seen 3. I stopped at 2.
That's fair.
Like a sane person.
So this should be fun. Does anyone have a favorite
No.
Michael Bay movie?
I mean, Six Underground was a bit of fun, you know? It was dumb action with some decent jokey bits.
You're both forgetting a film here. And I'm pretty sure
Armageddon.
you both threw like, not Armageddon. Josh, what's the spin-off podcast you want to do?
Cage Match.
Yeah.
Oh, there?
What film?
No.
Film did they direct with Nicolas Cage? I don't actually know this one.
A film we talked about at length in our review of Unbearable Weight of
Face
Massive
Off?
Talent.
There's a good chance I'm just
Not Face Off.
forgetting this.
And to bear in mind, I read out the names of all of his movies like a minute ago.
Oh, The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock.
Barely talked
That's
about
my
that.
favorite.
So I was
Because
quickly getting his filmography back up because I forgot.
The Rock, because The Rock is a good movie.
I've not seen it in a long time.
Yeah, The Rock's. I don't hate The Island.
I do.
I know you do. Yes. Oh, I know. We've watched it together.
The Island is not a
The
good
one with-
film. I'm so sorry, Ewan McGregor. I love Ewan McGregor. He's an amazing man. But that film was just not where it's at.
I think that's enough Michael Bay talk for now.
Michael Bay, the director, it makes things go boom. That's all you need to know.
I heard good things about Ambulance.
For a while,
I didn't see it.
there was a trend on TikTok
Yeah,
that was like, if these films were directed by Michael Bay in 2007, they all end like Transformers. That's what I've done with the end credits. That's all
Linkin
That's
Park
all my
song,
TikTok's
yeah.
going to be now. It's just going to be what I've. That's all it's going to be. Oh. Okay.
I forgot that song was like written for
Great song,
Transformers.
though.
That's insane. It's a great song. Yeah.
Horrible. Ugh.
Right. So that was Josh's go, right?
Yep.
So
Right, Ty, no
Ty,
pressure.
Mentally,
Keep up the
Right.
streak.
mental note for future Ty: cut out all the boasting you did that Josh wouldn't get 5.
That's honestly
can't do
so
that.
impressive. Josh, your logic was
Exactly.
flawless.
I had an answer.
I mean,
set in my head, and I was prepared to lose a point over it. I think he's close. I don't think he's there. He might be there. I don't know. And now it's like, do I shoot for 6 or do I just shoot for a point? Oh,
do it for 6, Ty. Come on.
So, Nathan, can you read me the list so far, please?
List so far.
1 to 5.
The ones you've gotten are Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, the Russo brothers, Peter Jackson, and Michael Bay.
What would the logic for 6 be? Is that still Money Grabbers? I'm not great with directors.
That explains why I'm winning so much then.
I'm not gonna shoot for 6. Gonna shoot for a name that I think's on the list, but I might be wrong. Chris Columbus.
Okay. Unfortunately, not on the list.
Oh, the first one correct. Oh, the pig.
Alex.
Okay.
Thought Harry Potter would have teetered up. I constantly see Chris Columbus's name in movies.
Chris Columbus, number 15.
Ooh.
So close, yes. Good guess. Genuinely good guess. Let me pull up Chris Columbus's filmography.
Took Harry Potter and I'm like, it has to be.
Oh, Harry. Oh, Ty, you just get.
I think you've given Josh an idea.
Oh, Ty. Thank you. Thank you.
Chris Columbus, just for some background.
There's no way the other directors of Harry Potter take over Chris
100%
Columbus.
think you might have. And no one next guessed.
Chris Columbus is in everything.
So Chris Columbus directed Adventures in Babysitting, Heartbreak Hotel, no idea, Home Alone, Only the Lonely, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Mrs. Doubtfire, 9 Months, Stepmom, Bicentennial Man, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, Rent, I Love You, Beth Cooper, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, Pixels, and The Christmas Chronicles 2.
He only directed 2 of them?
Do we have a favourite?
Or did he produce on others?
The story, he quit because he had a young child, and apparently he had like a realization that he was gonna watch. Yeah, he thought he was gonna watch Daniel Radcliffe grow up instead of his own kid, so he decided to bow out after 2. Which is
fair enough.
It's good on him. He seems like a nice man. Do we have a favorite Chris Columbus movie? And is it Home Alone?
No, it's not. Go on then, Ty. What is it?
Bicentennial Man. I love that movie. I straight up love that movie. I know it's not the best, but I straight up just love it. Home Alone's absolutely fantastic. I love Home Alone, but Bicentennial Man just hits me.
Me and Josh in agreement on Home Alone there.
Home Alone 2, actually.
Ooh, I do like Home Alone 2.
I think it's the best Home Alone.
I like it when he just throws that brick at the guy. That's great.
Exactly. I just love it. Tim Curry being a weird guy, and it's also a bit fun. You know.
Is Rob Schneider in that?
Is Rob Schneider?
Rob Schneider is like he's like the receptionist, isn't he?
Isn't that Tim Curry?
No, it's like the other one, the other guy. I don't even know if he has. I can't even think of any lines he has, but I'm pretty sure he's in that.
He's not showing up on the IMDb page.
Now have 3 guesses.
Yeah, he is in it.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. I remember now. Actually, yeah.
Anyway, why are we talking about Home Alone 2? Josh, you're up again.
Right. This is. I guess it was on my original list, but your logic is sound with Harry Potter. But Harry Potter really started making the big bucks in the later Harry Potter films. Is it? I'm going to get his name wrong. Oh, it's David something.
Oh, David something.
Yates.
Oh, fantastic. We'll just look at every director called David.
Is it David Yates?
Nathan, are you getting this?
His name is David Yates. Yes, it is David Yates.
Go me.
David Yates
is 6, yeah.
You fucker.
I
Oh
feel
my
bad
God.
for giving Josh this point because Ty did so much work to get here and just went for the wrong one. It's unfortunate.
Do you know what? It wasn't like I knew Harry Potter, but it was also when I was growing up, I constantly saw it directed by Chris Columbus in movies I loved.
There are some big movies
You
in
named
there.
like all of them bar 2. Like for fuck's
Also,
sake.
prominent screenwriter, wrote the Gremlins films. It was a good guess. It was a good guess. So, David Yates, director of The Tichborne Claimant. But probably more importantly, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, The Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1, Deathly Hallows Part 2, The Legend of Tarzan, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, and Fantastic Beasts, The Secret of Dumbledore.
So he made all his money off of the kids that grew up with Harry Potter and horny bitches that wanted to see Alexander Skarsgård naked.
I don't think he made any of his money on Legend
Great.
of Tarzan.
Fantastic. Oh, so it's even worse. It's just literally the 4 movies that kids grew
So,
up with. If I ever meet David Yates, he's getting stabbed.
Hi, it is your
He's
pick
just
though,
mad
for,
that you didn't get this.
Yeah, it is your pick for what the highest grossing
He's
film
getting
was.
stabbed. Right. There's no way Fantastic Beasts made more than Harry Potter.
Oh,
There's no
didn't
way.
it?
If I live in a world where Fantastic... No. I'm saying this as a person. I'm good to lose this point if I'm wrong. I live in a world where Fantastic Beasts made more money than Harry Potter. I'm a nuke someone. I'm fucking nuking someone. Is it Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Yeah, it's Deathly Hallows Part 2.
About time you got something
Thank
right.
God. Oh, shut the fuck up, Josh.
Josh, this is still definitely all to play for. Like, if you fumble the next couple,
So
I've got 2 directors in my head that I know are definitely in top 10, and if aren't, I'm going to be majorly surprised. So I'm comfortable.
do we have a favorite David
3
Yates movie?
and 2.
Anyone,
David
or do we
Legend of
care?
Tarzan.
Yeah.
I got to see Alexander Skarsgård with his shirt off.
This is a very Russo Brothers type situation again, though, where I'm like, I don't care about any of these movies.
Yeah, he made a good end of the franchise of Harry Potter.
I
Didn't do a great end of the first part.
Yeah. Some of these are all of his Harry Potter ones are good.
Still between Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
Part 2 for me.
Half-Blood Prince, Harry was straight up ready to kill someone. He cast a spell, he had no knowledge of like what it would do to someone. It just said for your enemies. He straight up used it on a guy that's a bit of an asshole. Doesn't like his best mate because he's poor. Like that's it. I'd probably say enemy, considering like films ago. A film ago. Oh yeah, 2 films ago. Literally, you're a guy you built a friendship with got killed
about
by
Harry
a guy
Potter
that killed
again.
your parents.
Nathan, quick.
Oh yeah, remember last time we let him talk about Harry Potter?
Draco. Draco is your greatest enemy. Of course he is. Fucking
So,
Jesus.
Ty, what's your next guess?
You should have seen me talking about Harry
Last
Potter.
time we talked about Harry Potter, it was half of the Sky High episode.
Good. Okay. Okay. I have 3. But it's picking between a guy that I know did a small amount of very good movies, or a guy that did a larger amount of to middling movies.
Yep, they're your options.
No. Go for the other guy and just go for nostalgia. Never happened though. Alright, I'm shooting for Quentin Tarantino.
Oh,
Nah.
unfortunately not on the list.
Oh. No, fuck off, man.
Uh,
Ugh.
and this will
Is
this
that-
will genuinely blow your mind. Not even on my expanded list.
Really?
Didn't even make the top 50.
Well, he's not made that many films, I suppose.
Was it
That's what I was
10?
thinking. I'm like, he's made he's made 10, but like everyone knows Tarantino's movies.
I think everyone knows them and the people you talk to, but not a lot of people like go see them.
I don't think they start like making big bucks until like Inglourious Bastards.
Shit. Oh well.
That one is unfortunate,
Yeah.
both in terms of getting the point and because like that would have been a fun one to do.
Because we could have talked about
Do we
Quentin
have
Tarantino
a-
for a bit, and that would be
Do I need
great.
to read out Tarantino's films for us to pick a favorite, or do we have them on lock?
I've got them on lock.
Do we have a favorite?
Yes.
Go on then, Ty.
It's Reservoir Dogs.
Not what I thought you would
Not
say,
bad.
but good. I mean, good pick.
So I'd say Pulp
I
Fiction.
did think you were gonna say Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that's fair. That's my second favorite. It's very, very close, but I love Reservoir Dogs.
What about you, Josh? What's your favorite?
I'm thinking Glorious Bastards.
Ooh, also a good pick.
Love movie.
Because it just starts off in like this pretty semi-serious, whoa, and it just gets dafter and dafter till Brad Pitt's got a flamethrower.
Who doesn't?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, the machine gun.
No, who's the flamethrower?
You're thinking of DiCaprio and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
No, but there's
when he's doing Inglourious Bastards.
I might actually just be. No, he definitely has a flame in the cinema.
They
bit at
burn
the
it
end.
down. They burn the cinema down
Am I just getting it mixed up with?
with the scene that's
Yeah,
like referencing
Brad-
that. And
There's a solid chance.
Brad Pitt's been arrested, and Hans Landa lets the cinema go ahead.
That's exactly what it is, and I'm being daft because last time I watched Inglourious Bastards, I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood right after.
to your point, though,
That's
that's a good double bill.
That's a view and a half. Oh.
To your point, though, Josh, Eli Roth does shoot Hitler in the face with a machine gun several times,
Yes, that does
That's
happen.
really funny.
which is great.
It's a really funny
It's a
bit.
great shot. I'm gonna be way too basic and say my favorite's Pulp Fiction.
Of course.
I'm not proud of myself, but I have to be honest with myself.
Alright, come on, Josh. What's number 7?
See, I have two. The two I've got left in mind. Both directed films that are basically the same thing, just done differently. I'm trying to decide which one to go with.
Interesting.
And if I'm right, you're looking at lesbian like I know what he's talking about.
I actually don't.
You don't?
It's on the list.
I feel like if you say it, they'll all get what you mean.
I don't know. Who's gonna be number 7? I feel like I don't have to worry as much now because Ty's ruined it, so it's fine.
Ouch.
But you got it wrong, so I don't have to worry about being right now.
No, you still do.
Yeah, they have the safety buffer of a couple, but
But I mean,
You know,
like
he's
in
not-
order.
he-
I mean, I don't have to take the order.
Oh,
right.
the order
The one that
thing,
messes
right.
that up. Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna just play it safe. Someone we've talked about a lot. Tim Burton.
Tim Burton is indeed on the list. He's at number 9.
And I know his most grossing film, and Ty.
Know it?
Yeah, I know it. Ty guess, and if you guess wrong, we're going to rant.
Okay. Right, Tim Burton movies, please.
Tim Burton's films are Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Planet of the Apes, Big Fish, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Corpse Bride, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, Alice in Wonderland, Dark Shadows, Frankenweenie, Big Eyes, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and Dumbo.
Is that the remake of Dumbo?
No, he directed it in 1941.
Fucking, I don't know how many Dumbos there are.
No, yeah,
Definitely wasn't that. No one fucking went to see that. No one didn't see Dumbo.
I saw Dumbo.
Of course you did.
Bad.
Yeah, I used to get called Dumbo in high school. I'm good.
Bringing that one back, thank you.
You're going to make fun of my physical deformity of having bigger ears.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Oh, that's what it was because of my ears.
Not
my
because
ears
you
were
could
big.
fly.
No, not because I was fat or stupid either. That was the funny thing. I was dumb. They went, big ears, Dumbo. I'm like, right, cool. Okay. Right. Is it obvious?
Not like incredibly so.
That's what. Okay.
No, it's not.
I have a feeling it's one of his newer, not newest, newer ones. Because Tim Burton in the 90s, yes, he was there, but no one really knew him. Again, Batman's there. But it's definitely not Batman. I should be with cameras right now so I can see Josh squirming right now. It'd be funny.
Still think Tim Burton's Batman is one of the greatest Batman films ever.
100%.
It may be my
Michael
favorite.
Keaton's coming back.
Jack Nicholson is the best Joker.
That's wrong, but okay.
Nope.
Yes. Mark Hamill.
Barry
No.
Coogan.
Shut up, Nathan.
So many people are mad at us right now. So many.
Are we missing
Because we're
one?
not seeing Heath Ledger.
Oh, Jared
Yes,
Leto.
Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero.
Romero, and he's
Fuck.
painted over mustache. It's great.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Ugh.
There's so many
Ugh.
options.
I think we got them all.
Anyway, Ty, come on.
No, there's cameraman Owen as well.
Of course.
Ah, fuck. Can I get the list one more time, please? I forgot.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, Batman, Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Planet of the Apes, Big Fish, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Corpse Bride, Sweeney Todd, Alice in Wonderland, Dark Shadows, Frankenweenie, Big Eyes, Miss Peregrine, and Dumbo.
Okay. Few are sticking out. Miss Peregrine's is sticking out, but I don't think anyone went to see that.
I went to see that one.
In the cinema?
Yep. Went with Nathan, actually.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a fairly solid movie, but it wasn't like cinema
How
grabbing.
many of these films have we watched together?
I
It keeps happening in this episode.
quite a few. Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland feels like the easier answer, but it also feels just wrong. It's not Batman. Is it? This is a star for, but then no, isn't it? No. I know no matter what I say, like, how many movies is there?
19.
I have a 1 in 19 chance of getting this right. Which means, yeah, like I have 18, I don't even care what 1 in 19 percentage is. Not great. Josh definitely has the point unless I get it wrong. If I get it wrong, sorry. Do you know what? Fuck it. Safe bet. safe either. What's in Wonderland?
You nailed it.
Oh, do you know,
Oh, thank God.
I'm not even mad that you got that right. What I'm mad is the fact that that is right.
That is Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, it wasn't known in the 90s when he did the Batmans and the fucking Edward Scissorhands and like even the early 2000s when he did Sweeney Todd. Like, he wasn't greatly
You
known.
forget how big that film was, though. Alice in Wonderland. Like, it was huge.
Yep.
It was
Mhm.
awful.
Yeah, nightmare of a film.
It's disgusting, but you know, it had Matt Lucas.
Matt Lucas was in that film, yeah.
Also had Crispin Glover, Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, Alan Rickman, fucking other people.
Johnny Depp.
Um,
Did you say that?
I said Johnny Depp.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear.
I said Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter.
I mean, Johnny Depp's in most of these.
True.
So do we have also only director on the list that's had their own midnight screening episode?
Yes. Oh, that's a good.
That's a hint, Nathan. We're not done yet.
Is that a hint?
Yeah.
Think of the movies we've reviewed on that show. Like,
No, you're right. It's
Exactly.
not.
no one else was going to show up on this. It's weird one did.
Yeah, true.
So do we have favorite Tim Burton films? This one I feel like we'll be
Batman.
split on.
Come on.
Batman.
Should have saw that coming actually.
That I first watched the 1989 Batman when I was about 7, which you probably should do when you're 7. And I've loved it
It's
since.
not that bad.
I've vivid memories of trying to recreate the scene with Jack Nicholson's Joker shooting the guy and like going under the legs, going.
Of course he did.
You know, that points a lot towards your personality, Josh. Just
Yep,
Jack Nicholson in the 1989 Batman film. Just
the best Joker.
oh, wrong.
Nope.
Wrong. It's Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill gets half points because he only does the voice.
He does the greatest voice ever.
Not even true. He's not in the best voice.
Yeah, he is.
Nope. Still goes to Jack Nicholson.
Doesn't.
Yep.
No.
Hi, what's your favorite Tim Burton film?
Come on.
Is it also Batman?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
I love that movie.
I genuinely didn't think that there was going to be an agreement here at all. That's fun.
Yeah.
Mine is Ed
I love
Wood.
that movie.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yep, that makes sense.
I like Ed
Of course
Wood a
it
lot.
is.
I'm also
Edward.
a big Beetlejuice fan. I should get out there. Beetlejuice equals second.
Just is fantastic.
Beetlejuice is great. You know our thoughts on Edward
Sweeney
Scissorhands.
Todd is a close. Sweeney Todd is a
Sweeney
close second
Todd's
for me. I
very
love Sweeney Todd.
good.
It is. I also saw that for the first time when I was way too young.
Oh, 100%. I now have a replica of his blade, though. So
This is I'm looking at this list. There are more films I love in here than I feel like I give Burton
Yeah.
credit for. It's just that when he's bad, you know?
Yeah, like his recent
like
years.
Nightmare. Oh, it's not. He wrote it. He never directed it.
Like, you know me, I like Batman, I like Beetlejuice, I like Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns, Ed Wood. But like, yeah, Dumbo's on here. Alice in
Dark
Wonderland.
Shadows.
Dark Shadows, yeah.
You didn't like Dark Shadows?
Dark Shadows
Why?
is
It was great.
That's sarcasm, please.
Yes.
I like the bit
I
where
mean,
Chloe Grace Moritz is a werewolf and she goes, "I'm a
Yeah.
wolf. Get over it."
Right. Fucking Jesus. And the
Cinema.
sun can see ghosts. The sun can see ghosts.
Terrible film.
Oh god.
Right. I forgot who answered that. Josh guessed that one, right?
That was
So
my guess.
that
Wait,
makes
what
it
number
Ty's
is he?
turn.
What number was Tim Burton?
Tim Burton was 9.
9. Okay.
So you have spots
7,
7,
8,
8, and 10 left. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna just get his name out there. George Lucas.
Unfortunately, not on the list.
Ah, for fuck.
George Lucas is at 22.
I thought
Oh
he'd be
my
higher
god,
than
that's
that.
awful. Yeah, that was he's done like 4 films that were like, right.
I suppose though, actually, we're doing this as just directors, right?
Yes. So no points
So-
for later or
Producing and writing and
non-performance,
stuff. Yeah, that makes so. Actually, no, that does make sense.
So he doesn't get the Raiders of the Lost Ark or Empire Strikes Back points.
Yeah, which is like two of his best films. So
I would argue his two best films.
yeah, yeah.
He did direct. Let me scroll. THX 1138, American Graffiti, Star Wars, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and that is it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So all our favorite film is Star Wars, right?
But which one though?
Star Wars,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the movie Star Wars.
Phantom Menace, right?
No, no, you know what I mean.
Oh, Revenge
the
of the
worst.
Sith, right?
Nope, Star Wars, just Star Wars,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Nope,
Oh,
just-
right.
just Star Wars,
You love the bit where the okay, cool.
just Star Wars.
We can move on. I agree with you, Nathan.
Josh.
Yeah, 100%.
So some of you may remember that before my last guest, I said I had two directors in mind, and they both
Yes.
directed the
Mhm.
same film.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
The film I was thinking of was Batman.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
It is Christopher Nolan
Oh,
on the
I
list.
thought you were gonna say Joel Schumacher, which that's all right though, because Christopher Nolan is at 7, so you get a point.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Imagine you did say
Guess
Joel
wrong,
Schumacher.
Josh. Just guess
No.
wrong.
Yeah,
I
Josh,
will
guess,
not.
Josh, guess Tommy Wiseau next time.
Fuck you. Fuck Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, Nolan, 11 films, following Memento, Insomnia, Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, Dunkirk, and Tenet.
Almost
Ty,
all of which are beautiful films.
Ty, do you have a guess for what the best one,
Highest
for what the
grossing?
highest grossing one is? Sorry, not the best one. Yeah.
Oh, right. Tenet came out during COVID. Oh, we went to the cinema during COVID.
I'm gonna tell you right.
We saw Tenet at the cinema together.
Of course you did.
Yeah, no, Ty is right. No one saw Tenet outside of me and Josh.
I know people saw it, but I didn't think it was like a pool because of COVID. I thought
Oh, yeah.
the cinema run was really small, wasn't it?
No, yeah. I mean, rule of thumb: no movie made money in 2020.
Yeah. Watch Tenet be the fucking highest grossing. Right. Safe bet it's a Dark Knight. Safe bet it's one of the Batmans. Then again, Interstellar. And again, it's Interstellar. Safe bet Dark Knight Rises.
You are correct. It's The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
Oh, good job. I would have guessed the first one, to be fair.
I knew the first one did
Sorry,
well,
not
and
the
then
first.
the second
No, I would have
one.
guessed Dark
The
Knight.
second
No.
one, Dark Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, yeah, Dark Knight Rises made more money. I think off of the Dark Knight being
Hype of
so
Dark Knight.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
the sequel inevitably makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, do we have?
Like Transformers.
Yes, this is a tough one for favorite film because I mean we're all pretty big Nolan fans, right?
That's
Yeah,
Dark
I
Knight.
mean, the
I
only
don't-
Christopher Nolan film I didn't really like when I saw it was Tenet, and that's because it was just a bit too much confusion.
And it would be good if you could hear the dialogue.
Yeah, the sound mixing was also awful.
Sound mixing is so bad in that film.
I've got a feeling we're all going to say like The Dark Knight.
Yeah. I'm
Annoyingly,
saying
I
Dark
think
Knight.
you're right. I don't like that is the right answer, but
But what's our second favorite?
Batman
Interstellar.
Begins.
Ooh,
Prestige.
ooh. Interesting.
What else
Figure out
would
is
there
Batman
be?
Begins and then Dark Knight Rises, then Prestige. But like, I just wanted to make some not Batman choice.
That's fair.
A Batman talk in this episode.
Yeah.
There has been.
I mean, because of all the Batman movies that we've had to talk
Incep-
about.
Inception's also great.
Inception's one of those
Yeah.
movies I forget how good it is because it's so like memed,
Yeah,
and then you watch it and go, oh no, yeah, Inception is just fantastic. It's incredible.
it's a great film. I do love it.
Right, we have two. We have two
Mhm.
left.
What's the score at, Nathan?
The score is currently
Awful.
it's not as far away as you think. Ty has 6 points. Josh in lead with 10.
So if
Wow,
I get
that
one
really
more right,
isn't-
I've won. Cool.
Yeah, pretty much I need to get 2 right and the 2 highest grossing films right to tie.
Yeah, Ty, you have to get everyone right to tie. So
I have to get every single one. No, I have to get everyone.
yeah,
because
there's
I
4
also
points up
forget-
for
yeah.
grabs.
That's 4 points up for grabs.
Has to be more than 4.
No, two directors, a film
Oh,
each.
yeah,
That's
two-
2 films,
two
4
highest
points.
grossing.
That's 4 points.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course. I've got the bonus points of getting the order until you messed up. So
That's not a that.
bonus points morally, maybe
Also
not
got-
actually.
There's no bonus
You've
points.
you've also got David. I can't remember his last name.
But then I got
there eventually.
it wasn't even that long. Wasn't even that long.
Right. Ty,
Mm,
you're up.
no.
Numbers 8 and 10 are left.
No.
I just guess
I'm definitely
Oh,
definitely not
go on,
going to
Ty.
say the. Definitely not going to say the third guy that was on in my head because there's no way.
Can you then just say who the third guy is and not has a guess? Because I'm
You
curious.
can you can say it without guessing if you want to like
Go
think
say,
out loud.
Robert Rodriguez.
Love Spy Kids.
Yeah, that's what I like. I was like, Robert Rodriguez,
The
fantastic.
Spy Kids Gambit.
He also did Machete.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, yeah, yes.
He's made some real
A
good.
few
He's a
others.
good. I like him.
I doubt he's on the top 10.
Oh! What's his name? What's his name? Oh, no. What's his name? James Lynn. James Wan. James Lynn?
Who?
Yeah, they did Fast and Furious.
You are naming the first name of one of the Fast and Furious directors and the surname of a different one.
Justin Lin?
Are you going Justin Lin?
Is it? Wait, is it? I thought it was James Wan.
James Wan and Justin Lin are two separate men. They have both directed Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, bollocks, I can't go with that one, man. Wait, I think James Wan directed the later ones and Justin Lin directed the... Oh, wait, did one of them direct Fast and Furious or they both did? Is it like a Chris Columbus, David Yates thing?
They have both, they've directed separate Fast and Furious films, but they've both made films in that franchise.
Mm-hmm. Two made the ones that make the most money. I'm pretty sure the later
The
ones
Fast Gambit.
is James Wan. I'm pretty sure the latest ones is James Wan. James Wan also directed a couple horror movies, I believe.
Is that your guess, James Wan?
It just feels wrong. Fuck it, I'll go for the Gambit. James Wan.
James Wan is at 18.
Oh, you fucker! You started with the 8. I thought I'd got it.
No, I didn't do that on purpose. That's why. Yeah,
Please tell me for my own edification, Justin Lin isn't on the list.
we can find out later.
Oh, you fucker.
James Wan, director of Saw, Dead Silence, Death Sentence, Insidious, The Conjuring, Insidious 2, Fast and Furious 7, The Conjuring 2, Aquaman, and Malignant.
Some big hitters.
There's some big films in there, yeah. Aquaman made a lot of money. Insidious, Conjuring, Furious 7, huge film.
I
They said you're close. 18 is not like far off.
got 15 though. I got better.
Just another
Alright.
one. We're all in agreement. The best film on that list is Saw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can move on.
Yeah.
No,
Josh,
What's supposed to guess highest grossing? What's supposed to guess highest grossing?
I don't have that.
No, not if the film. If he's
Yeah,
not
if
a
it's not in the
correct
top
No,
five.
director.
sorry. Yeah, he has to make the list.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I didn't do that much research.
Alright.
Okay, so it's my guess.
What did you guess?
Right. There's part of me that wants it to be Wes Anderson, but I really don't think it is.
Mm.
So I'm not going to guess Wes Anderson. But I just want to voice my want that he is in there.
You
and I'll
just
be
want
very
to voice
happy
your
if it was.
love of Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I wish Jon Favreau's on there because I like Jon Favreau, but I know he's not.
Mm.
Again, Lion King did do. No, it's not Jon Favreau. I mean, did I just go with like the? I really don't know these last two.
I'd pull Fast and Furious at Mars.
I'm genuinely just thinking I pick some of my favorite films and just guess those directors.
Depends what
Yeah.
film you're thinking of.
Well, let's start at the top. Number one best film of all time. I'll fight anyone. Gladiator. Ridley Scott on the list. Boom. Tell me I'm wrong.
Ridley Scott is at number 10. I can't believe that paid off for you.
Man.
Ridley Scott's top.
Ridley Scott, 10th highest grossing director of all time.
No way. Oh my.
That was such a good guess.
Oh, I James just like favorite film. Gladiator. Let's go
That
with
was
it.
genuinely when you said, should I just pick some of my favorite films? That's why I said depends on the film. Because I know Gladiator's up there.
Oh my goodness.
Ridley Scott, director of 27 films. They are The Duelist, Alien, Blade Runner, Legend, Someone to Watch Over Me, Black Rain, Thelma and Louise, 1492, Conquest of Paradise, White Squall, G.I. Jane, Gladiator, Hannibal, Black Hawk Down, Matchstick Men, Kingdom of Heaven, A Good Year, American Gangster, Body of Lies, Robin Hood, Prometheus, The Counselor, Exodus, Gods and Kings, The Martian, Alien Covenant, All the Money in the World, The Last Duel, and House of Gucci.
There's some crap ones in there, let's be
There's
honest.
some bad films.
I always forget he did Exodus, Gods and Kings, and that's a terrible film.
So it's House of Gucci.
I didn't see
them.
I had an idea for highest grossing. You didn't say it. You said the first one. What is clearly the second one of those then?
He didn't do Blade Runner 2049, if that's what you're thinking.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that's the sure winner, right?
No, it's what's his name? Dennis.
Denis Villeneuve.
That's the one.
Dennis.
He also did Dune.
He did do Dune.
Terrible. Go from
Stop
one of the
complaining
most
about Dune.
amazing, beautiful things ever called Blade Runner 2049 to make Dune afterwards. This.
I like both those movies a lot.
I like one of those movies a lot.
Right, Ty, what is the highest grossing Ridley Scott film?
Right.
This is one time, I know I said it at the start, but I'll stress again. These are not adjusted for inflation.
No, yeah. Oh. That's a hint.
It is fair because I feel like that got lost in the shuffle before. I do want to stress that, yeah, that's the reason the list is the way it is.
I have a feeling that one of the aliens, or it's Gladiator. Oh, sure, you know this one.
I've got an idea because it's not what you think it is. I can tell you that now because I've won.
Alright. I'm gonna go with Aliens.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know what I'm probably wrong. Yeah, but fuck it.
Aliens with an S.
Yes, with an S.
Okay, well that is not correct. That is a James Cameron movie.
You said it.
Alien.
You said alien.
Alien.
I thought you said aliens.
Alien.
Oh no, I mean alien then. I thought you said aliens.
It's also wrong. Yeah, it's also not Alien. Although that would have been like a great. I would love if Alien was somehow there. It's a good movie. Josh, what are you thinking?
See, I really wish, like at the deep down at the bottom of my heart, I do wish that it was Gladiator, because I remember it being. I can't remember, but I remember because I did look this up once. It was something that I wasn't expecting. It wasn't The Last Duel because that was straight to Netflix. Do we just pick the other Matt Damon film? Or was it
Good Will
Prometheus?
Hunting?
The Martian. It's the other Matt Damon film.
Oh. Not Dogma.
Not Dog. I don't know. Stuff it, why not? Is it The Martian?
It is The Martian.
Matt Damon sells, baby.
Matt Damon, sometimes. They're doing The Great Wall didn't make any money.
Yeah, I know.
Downsizing sucked as well.
I forgot the movie existed.
Movie's
Mhm.
real bad. Do we have favorite Ridley Scott films? Other than
Yeah.
Josh's love of Gladiator, which is well documented.
Alien.
Alien is fair. Alien, I think, is the correct answer, but my answer is Blade Runner.
Yeah,
Good
that's
choice
fair.
as well. Good choice. Good choice. They're definitely the three of those are probably my top three.
I'm with you with that. Yeah. The Martian is good.
It is. I don't think it's like
Martian is
top
very
Ridley
good.
Scott though.
No.
Robin
Legend is
Hood, what a
insane.
masterpiece.
Oh, we went for very different films in there. The Robin Hood sucked.
Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad.
Y'all seen Legend though?
No, I have not.
The Tom Cruise, Tim Curry. Is it Tim Curry?
Legend.
It is.
Tim Curry plays the
Yeah.
devil.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is
it's
Tim Curry, isn't it?
such a
Yeah.
mad movie.
I've not seen it.
Movie's mental.
You should put it on the list for midnight screening.
We should definitely midnight screening Legend. That'd be awesome. Right.
I won't watch
There
it.
is only one name left on this list, boys.
Come on, Ty.
Definitely not getting it. Hmm.
Can I give him a hint?
Yeah, I mean I've won, so yeah, go for it.
No, that's a petty hint. I don't want the petty hint.
Oh, he doesn't want a hint. Okay.
I don't want the petty hint.
Do you want a petty hint from me so it's not as
No.
pitiful because it might be wrong?
No.
Josh started pointing towards like Kevin Smith.
That's just
Adam Sandler.
no.
The director.
He's
I
he
know.
produces. If I was going to go along that line, it'd be Ben Stiller, but I'm not going along that line.
He has directed some good movies though.
Kevin Smith directed good movies, but I don't think he directed money-making movies. He did make money, but not make money.
You tell me Tusk didn't
Pull in the
make
big
all the
bucks?
money? Yeah.
Oh.
Yoga hosers.
You know, we've not had a lot of horror directors. They're definitely not making big money.
No. Too niche.
Yeah. It's got to be mainstream, but not mainstream enough to put them in the top 5. Do I just go for the other guy that did Fast and Furious? James Wan only did one. Justin Lin did the rest. Justin Lin did a fair few of them.
He did indeed. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did a few of them. You know what? Why not? I'll just go Justin Lin.
Justin Lin is number 34.
That's
Ooh.
even worse. Wow. Okay.
Oh, no pressure then, huh? I just need to get this last one.
Yeah. Judging by like current trajectory, you've got it.
I mean, I feel like I'm now just thinking highest grossing films instead of favourite films. Because I doubt it's Mel Gibson. Yeah, I really like Hacksaw Ridge.
I genuinely could not tell what film you were thinking of there.
Apocalypto.
Apocalypto. Braveheart.
I do like Braveheart, partly because it's so awful.
That's fair.
But it's
I
also
did.
great. It's also amazing.
I did tweet recently in response to someone talking about the fact they hadn't seen Braveheart, that Braveheart is a solid 6 out of 10, but as a proud Scotsman, if you say anything as low as that, I will be upset with you.
Yeah,
that's so true.
Yeah, definitely agree with that statement. I'm trying. What's like the highest grossing movies? So Titanic. You got the Avatars.
If George gets this wrong, I do have another guess.
Is it Star? We've been over Star Wars though, unless it's no, it's not. What's his face? Ryan
Johnson.
Right, it's not Ryan Johnson because he only did one Star Wars, and his other stuff's been straight to streaming or not as big.
I say, there's been a murder.
Is it? Who's it? Because Ryan Johnson. No, I know that. Ryan Johnson did
Trying to distract you. I don't know
The
why.
Last Jedi. But did J.J. Abrams write Force Awakens and Rise of the Skywalker, or was he just produced?
Thinking of J.J. Abrams, but no.
Because he definitely directed when they re-released Star Trek with Chris Pine. He did those three. No, he did those. Yeah, he did those three. No, he did those two because then Simon Pegg took over. But even then, that was two Star Trek. Star Trek's a big franchise. Good chance that made money. He did Mission Impossible 3. Did he direct Force Awakens or did he just write it?
That is the question.
Did J. James direct? Because remember he wrote Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker for sure because he can't to go right. But I can't remember if he directed it. He did direct the first one because it was right after Star Trek. But I don't know if it's J.J. Abrams.
Did you guess J.J. Abrams?
I'm thinking. Did Force Awakens do well at the box office? It did, didn't it? It did like it did do really well.
Force Awakens did well at the box office.
I'm now doubting myself because if I get this wrong, then I lose my streak of getting it all right. And if I get it right, I win even more than I did before.
Force Awakens.
It did. I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go. Let's go with J.J. Abrams, and is it J.J. Abrams?
It's J.J. Abrams. Yes. Yeah,
Thank
the last
you.
one is number 8 is J.J. Abrams, director of Mission Impossible 3, Star Trek Super 8, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, all those movies sucked.
Josh wins.
What about people at Ty? What was J.J. Abrams' highest grossing film?
J.J. Abrams' highest grossing film.
Yeah.
Name the films again.
Mission Impossible 3, Star Trek, I've lost the list. Super 8, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh! I was so sure it was Force Awakens, but then you said Rise of Skywalker. Did a lot of people go see that one?
We saw it.
That came after Force. That was right after Force Awakens, right? And then it was Rogue One.
Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, then it was Force Awakens, Last Jedi, then Rise of Skywalker was the number 9.
See, Last Jedi sucked.
No, it did not.
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
Stop feeding into this
Different
collusion
Ryan Johnson
that
character.
horrible.
the Last Jedi was the best of the sequel trilogy.
No.
Hard agree.
People-
Hard
people
agree.
just
Rise
hate-
of Skywalker
people
was
just-
worse.
People just hate it because it's different.
Worse. Rise of Skywalker was worse.
As Skywalker was a lot worse.
It was the worst.
I'll go Force
The
Awakens.
best was Last
Go
Jedi.
Force Awakens.
The answer is The Force Awakens.
Hey, good job.
So let's round up. Let's have a little J.J. Abrams chat.
I forget how little he's done.
Yeah, I
That's it.
kind of wish it didn't end on J.J.
Like-
Abrams because J.J. Abrams is such a
I
boring.
don't understand
Oh
how
my
he made the fucking list. I don't understand it.
Well,
Is
Force
it
Awakens
80%
is
Star
a huge
Wars?
film. Yeah, Force Awakens, $1 billion film.
Who's number
Rise of
11?
Skywalker,
Mission
close to
Impossible
at least.
3
Mission
must have
Impossible
done
3
pretty
did-
well.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't. Mission Impossible 3 doing as well as it did is the reason we still have Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah. And they're just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and the Star Trek films are alright. Super 8 was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
I don't think I have a favorite here. I just don't.
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry, this is the last one we picked.
I guess Mission Impossible 3.
And then that's
Yeah,
a bad one.
Yeah. Yes,
I do like the new Star Trek films, but the best one's Beyond, and it's
Beyond.
not J.J. Abrams.
Which was Justin Lin. So
Was it
full
not? Oh,
circle
Simon Pegg
to-
wrote it, though,
Simon
right?
Pegg
didn't
wrote
he?
that film, yeah.
Right.
Half that film is just sabotaged by the Beastie Boys.
Uh,
A weird movie. There you have it. Final scores: Ty with 7 points and Josh with 13.
All things as they should. The world is back in order.
Are you quoting Thanos?
Nah.
ugh.
Yes,
Listen.
top 10 highest grossing filmmakers of all time were Ridley Scott, Tim Burton, J.J. Abrams, Christopher Nolan, David Yates, Michael Bay, Peter Jackson, the Russo brothers, James Cameron, and Steven Spielberg. There you have it. I think a fun
Yeah.
thing to do now, who is the best of those and who is the worst?
Worst is J.J. Abrams. 100%.
Is it?
Yes!
I would raise you Michael Bay.
Oh.
I'm going with Michael Bay.
But Michael. Mm,
I would put Michael Bay dead last. That's the one I'm most like upset with being on this list.
yeah. It's the money grab, though.
He's also so high on the list, it just makes me even more mad.
Although I did say I could beat up Michael Bay in an episode.
You did once claim you
Yeah.
could beat up Michael Bay.
I could.
I don't remember why, but
Because he's an
you
asshole.
did say that.
He's an asshole. Oh no, because I think he was a prick to someone on set, and I'm like, if he got in my face, I'd just knock the shit out of him.
Well, yeah. To everyone on
Yeah,
set.
and I'd just knock the shit out of him.
You ever heard
And you're
the,
like, you could beat
the best
Michael Bay in
way?
a fight, and I looked up and went, I could
The
beat
best,
Michael Bay in a fight.
the best Michael Bay film. I know I said it was The Rock, but it's actually Armageddon. If you watch it with Ben Affleck's commentary,
Of course you've done that.
have you seen that? It's so good.
No.
Because it's Ben Affleck just ripping into how much he hated being in that film. There's
Okay,
a bit
that's
where he
pretty
just sits there and he goes, "Why does it make more sense to teach oil drillers to go to space instead of just teaching astronauts to dig a hole?" Like,
Good question.
Is that response to that?
fantastic.
'Cause
And
it fucking
there's a bit he
does.
goes, because he said he went, I raised that to Michael on set one day, and Michael just told me to go fuck myself.
What was it?
Perfect. It's great. It's very entertaining.
Oh.
More entertaining than Armageddon.
A lot of things are more entertaining than Armageddon.
Yeah. Paint drying.
Grass growing.
So yeah, there you have it. It turns out films that make money aren't always interesting films.
Yeah.
And did you know that before you came up with the concept of this episode?
Did you figure out halfway through the top 10?
be honest, I did know that. But I was hoping, I was hoping it would go different. I don't know. What do you want from me?
I don't know.
So let's talk about Tim Burton and Steven Spielberg.
That's your top one. Sorry.
Spielberg, yeah, it's Spielberg.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spielberg being
I think,
at number one is just correct.
yeah, I mean, he's also done a lot, which helps, but he's done a lot that is good. Along with some crap.
He is. If you were to say like the phrase film director to most people, they'd just picture Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
probably.
picture Steven
Yeah.
Spielberg. That picture of Spielberg where he's wearing the baseball cap and he's sitting in a director's chair doing a big point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you see when you see director, right?
Yes.
And he directed the BFG, everyone's favorite movie,
Remake or the cartoon?
the
Go
remake,
away.
the Mark Rylance
Go
one.
away. Oh.
I don't know how to end this. We don't have an outro for this.
No, my
show.
next guess was Sam Raimi. Just for fun.
Uh,
Not a terrible guess.
Sam Raimi, let me find it, is somewhere on here, I think. Sam Raimi was 14.
It's not bad. Who was number 11?
11 was Robert Zemeckis.
Robert Zemeckis. Ah, that's a good one, dude. I'm glad I didn't get
And
it.
for Josh's
Surprises me.
for Josh's sake, 12 was Jon Favreau.
He was 12? Oh, that makes me
12,
so
yeah, very
happy.
high.
I'm so.
I mean, a lot of that's from The Lion King.
I'm so glad I didn't guess Robert Zemeckis, because then if you told me he just quite didn't make the list, I'd be more mad.
That was one of those, when I was writing my notes, I was like, Zemeckis is such an, like, in my head, like, obvious answer compared to, like, J.J. Abrams. I was like, someone's gonna pick that and I'm gonna feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
Other notable names in the top 50 for us are, Raimi's in there. Gore Verbinski did the Ring and
Oh,
the
right.
Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy. Get him in there. Clint Eastwood, 25.
Nah.
Todd Phillips at 27, director of our favorite film, Joker. Shyamalan snuck in at 29. That's fun.
I thought about M. Night Shyamalan, but I'm like, he didn't make that many.
Rounding up the Avengers films, 35 is Joss Whedon, Terrible Person.
Stanley Kubrick there?
No.
Oh, that sucks. Stanley Kubrick's great.
That's the thing, the list also doesn't, at least the top 50, I didn't go through the whole, I didn't go through every director ever. The list does not include Quentin Tarantino, Edgar Wright, Wes Anderson.
Hitchcock?
No. No one like that far, because of the inflation thing, no one that far removed is gonna make the list anyway.
Yeah.
Which I think of other, like, midnight screening favorite that aren't on here. Those three are big losses, though. Edgar Wright, Wes Anderson,
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
I said Tarantino, I'm like, has to be on somewhere. Well.
In fact, I think Tim Burton is the only director in the top 50 that we've done an episode on.
Funny.
Huh, that's kind of... I mean, it makes sense when you think about the films we do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more our fault than anything else. Oh wait, maybe Fincher. Is Fincher on the list?
Is it Fincher?
David Fincher isn't on the list,
Oh.
actually. Fight Club.
Yes. Yeah.
But no, not on the list. No Joe Dante.
By the way, Nathan, where in editing do you want me to cut this?
No James Gunn. I have no idea.
You know, like try and like fade it out.
Want me to say something
Slowly
funny?
get quieter.
Should I start doing impressions
No.
again?
What do?
Have I filled my impressions quota for this episode?
Filled your impression quota for the next 3.
I say, I'm still doing Daniel Radcliffe and Knives Out for some reason. It's kind
Wait,
of
hold back up.
morphing into
back up,
Foghorn
back up.
Leghorn.
Back up. Daniel Radcliffe in Knives Out.